Okay, welcome in everybody to our newest episode in our old world playthrough. I'm excited to get this one underway. Here we have a couple of things that we need to be aware of. The first thing is this raid down here. We need to make sure that we are cleaning up this camp while also dealing with this raid down here. So that's going to be, it'll be fine. It should be okay and definitely doable for us to do. But just to make sure that we are taking care of it, I am going to get a slinger over here and start that production just in case this stuff starts getting out of hand. And worst comes to worst, this worker we can turn into a militiaman or a militia unit to fight and kind of hold our defenses here if we struggle greatly. We are going to finish off this rebel here finally. And then from there, we might go up towards the Numidians. But I want to focus here, get this taken care of first before we do. We have a limited number of orders that we are working with here. So let's see. We're going to continue on our stone crusade here of just making sure our stone income is wild and good. Yeah, I mean, this is nuts. Stockpiling stone is going to be really, really good for us, right? A lot of other civilizations here are going to be struggling for stone where we are not going to be struggling for stone, which means that we are going to be taking advantage of the really high prices. And that should be really good for our economy. Okay, we need to protect this unit here. The ranged unit can only do one because I'm sitting in the trees here. So what I want to do is finish you off here. We have 2 years to finish off this unit. Okay. I want to get into the trees. I can't really get into the trees, though. This turn, at least. I'm going to get across the river. We'll attack. And then I still can't get it. I'll get in here and attack. Hopefully next turn I'll have enough to take this out here. I don't believe that this range unit will do too much to me, but we'll see. I still need to take care of this. Not having the units be able to come back here is a bit of a problem. We'll take a bit of damage in here, and that's frustrating because it means that our discontent levels will go up. And that's not something that we want. All right, let's take a look at these events here. Okay. Let's see. They are declaring war. I can spend 280 gold to convince them otherwise, or I can gain a bunch of legitimacy and not be afraid of the war. I'm going to gain a bunch of legitimacy and not be afraid of the war. That's going to get me more orders. Plus, if these guys come down, I feel like I'm going to be pretty well prepared with the slinger and the warrior in this area. What I should do as well is take this scout and bring it down. There is not a forest that I can hide in, except for this one right here. We have these 4 cavalry that we really need to be aware of as well, so we will be. All right, the traveling circus. Let's see. I can influence the king of the Numidians, King Baga. He'll gain a bunch of opinion of me. Given that we just declared war on them, not much we can do. I can get a bunch of happiness in Hattusa by spending gold. I can spend a bunch of gold and get a merchant. Or I can gain XP. I'm going to spend a little bit of gold here and gain a bunch of happiness in Hattusa. My son is now old enough to be tutored. I'm always of the opinion that philosophy is best for your heir. I could be completely wrong on this, but I believe that, Zealot is a great one as a leader because you get to be a general, and as that general, you have a 10% enlist chance on killing things, so you could just kind of snowball as a military leader. As a tactician, right, you get counterattacks as a general, and if you're the leader, you stun the target for a turn, which is fantastic. As a judge, you hurry projects with money, and you can switch laws as a leader for 100 civics, and then you can also upgrade improvements. We did that in our capital here when we upgraded the theater. You saw that in the earlier episode. So, and then Scholar is fantastic because it allows you to redraw your technologies up here. So I'm on spoked wheel here, but there is a redraw option if you have a scholar leader. So if you don't like any of your options for technology, you can just go ahead and swap it out. So I firmly believe builder, I think, is the weakest one. -1 year to build improvements as a governor, and then you can add urban tiles. That's cool. And I've never made use of this benefit yet. Multiple workers can build improvements. So I wonder if that like knocks it down, the time it takes to build improvements. I wonder if you could just like skyrocket a city. This is worth experimenting with to see how tall you could build a city with a builder, governor, and leader. Anyway, philosophy I think is the best. I think it has the best traits to choose from here. So I'm going to choose philosophy. And then before I handle that event, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tutor the child as a courtier. And I'm going to take the, let's see, I have a 35% chance to improve discipline, or a big 28% chance to improve charisma. I think we're going to go with discipline. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, Mad Priestess. I lose a bunch of food. Not very good because my food income is quite bad. And I become superstitious. Not something that I want to do. Or I become cursed. Unfortunately, this is the best option. I can't lose it, right? I can't lose the food. We are building up food in here, so that's going to help our food income quite a bit. After he gets done building up the hamlet here, we are going to find something that we can do in this city to build up our food stores. Or maybe we'll build a bout of farms up in here. Yeah, we can take a look into that. Alrighty, my scout. Where do I want to go with him? Let's just clear up this fog. Oh, nice. There's a city site right here. That's going to help us a bunch. Okay, this city site is fantastic for us. We can immediately get started on a settler over here. However, I just noticed the barbarian raid coming over to Hattusa, and I don't want the militiamen to be the only thing. So we'll probably get another unit going in this city. And then after we get that unit going, we will then get working on a settler to come here, a settler to come up here, and then a settler to come down here. This is still a problem, but not much that we can do about it now. I'm going to harvest these resources next turn. Yep, here comes the damage. You can see the -10 discontent. -4 HP there. That's frustrating. But it is what it is. Okay, let's see. Tusarada. Who was he? Just a member of the Hattusan family. Our general converted to Judaism, which is great. And the second in line, my daughter, is old enough to be tutored by courtiers, which is fantastic. We'll deal with this event in a second. We want to focus in on killing this before another unit dies. We know that we want to get across the water here. And we'll do 5 here. Why is it only? Jeez. It only being 3 is pretty frustrating. You can't move, can you? You could get here and do 4. Wow, you only doing 3 is such a kick in the teeth, man. Alright, well, it looks like we'll have to deal with another turn, or another unit. Super unfortunate, not something that I want to deal with at all. Still have 2 years on this worker, which is frustrating. This slinger's coming, but not fast enough. We want to get a unit here, which is going to take a bunch of time. But we will go with a slinger. Can we rush it? We can rush it with civics. We have a bunch of civics, but it's going to cost us a bunch of discontent. That's fine. So this slinger will come out next turn and can kind of handle these skirmishers, or at least hopefully handle the skirmishers. This slinger is good. I'm going to heal. I am going to move you into the forest. We'll add a general. Counterattacks during melee. Not the best general to have for a ranged unit, but we're good. Okay, we can expand. Hello, I'm over here. I think we're going to expand this elephant. What it'll end up doing is it'll help us grab the salt over here, which will be good for us. We need to get started on some food, and I think that we're going to do a bunch of farms in this area here. So we'll go farm 1. Get some food up and going, and then we need some farms here too. I don't think that we do. I think that the pasture is going to be really good. Yeah, let's do the pasture. There we go. That helps us out a bunch. That'll get us some food income as well as growth, which is pretty important for us. I am stuck with this unit here, so what I'm going to do is move him back in, buy an order, heal him up, and hopefully these elite skirmishers don't come and kill him. Because I believe they could. Maybe not. This only does 3. This does 4, right? And I have 8. It's very possible that I live. We'll see. Okay, trade offer. Greece has offered to trade with us. We could get 40 opinion. Let's see, what is their opinion of me at the moment? Just +6, so nothing great, nothing bad. I could get 53 gold for civics. I have a really good civics income, so that would be fine. I have an okay training income, but I don't want to mess with training, so I'm going to do money for civics. That'll be good for us. My son and heir, the oldest looking 11-year-old you'll ever see in your life. I can have him become bold, which would give me a bunch of training. That's great. He also becomes brave, which as a general gives him 10% overall combat versus melee units. And as a leader, plus 5% combat versus melee units for every unit that I have. That's fantastic. I can have him become vigilant, which gives city defense as a governor. And as a leader, all of my cities gain 20%. Also become a tracker, which gives me vision as a general, and every unit that I have gets extra vision. Not as great as the first one. Or I can become divine, which gives me civics production. And steadfast gives me 25% combat as a general and 10%. I think this is the one that we want to go with right here. As the leader, give me a bunch of combat versus tribal units. As a general versus tribal units is great as well. Maybe we won't be fighting them when he becomes our leader, but most likely we still will. So I can gain -1 wisdom, or I can be no longer cursed because I am disciplined. Yeah, I think that that's a pretty easy choice. Second in line is really easy. It's always tactics, in my opinion. Get more generals. So we'll go that. I want wisdom. Wisdom, in my opinion, is the greatest. Get us technology quicker. We're very close to spoked wheel, which will really help us produce mounted units over here in Kadesh. I should probably get more mines as well. It's definitely something that I need is more mines. Alrighty. Hopefully we don't lose our warrior here. I don't believe that we will. Nope, they're still content on attacking the city. Okay, -1 HP. I'm glad that I put him in the trees there. Egypt is at war with the Numidians, which is unfortunate. They'll probably come for this site here. And then I'm getting another raid from the Danish outpost, which is pretty frustrating. Let's see. I think centralization, what does it get us? Can build farms on marsh. Or vassalage. Vassalage is really good. It's a great one to have. Unit consumption goes down when I'm outside of my borders. We know that we're going to get more stone with that builder up here, but before we do, I'm going to move my warrior in. We're going to heal him a little bit more, and then we can fight that off. We did get another unit here, which is pretty frustrating, considering both of these units do have free promotions. I don't think that I'm going to live. Okay, the best thing that I can do with this promotion... This is a hill, though. I can move you over and then attack. Is this a hill? No, it's urban and flat. Okay, I don't think that the Highlander is the one to take. I think Combat 1 is just the right one. And then we will attack here. And then we will take promotion. Shield Bearer versus ranged units, no. Highlander, no. Strike, no. I think we're going to just take overall combat. We'll take this out. We gain an extra warrior, or we gain a bunch of resources. I need an extra warrior, which is really going to help me out here. I am going to block this marauder from getting to my warrior by moving the extra warrior here and attacking. Now I have a pretty good defense built up. That was very, very fortuitous. We got our slinger, which is great. I'm going to move him into the garrison because that gives me plus 20% defense. I'm going to add a general, and we'll do Duchess Putahepa here, and she gives us plus 20% attack and defense strength if the same unit is adjacent. So I do need to be working on another slinger. But that's going to take me 7 years, and that's not something that I want to do. I need to get the settler out to move it over in this direction. Okay. We are going to take you, move you, attack, attack. That'll be great for us. We need more stone. Best available stone is right here. Another quarry, please. Got our mine up and running. I don't think we need an Odeon or an Odeon. I could try to build the Ishtar Gate. Let's move you here. I don't have an order. But it is possible to buy an order and then buy enough. Let's do that. Ishtar Gate. That's going to give me growth as well as culture. It's a great use of that worker there as well. That's what our stone income was for. That saved us a bunch of money, right? Like we had all the stone that we needed so that we didn't have to buy the most expensive resource that is up here. So even though it did cost us 1,000 to buy all the iron that we needed, still could have been much worse. I am really quite happy with how that went up there. It was a very good turn for us. And then we just wait for this raid to come in here. And when they come in, they'll say hey, but... Nice. Okay. My grandmother died. My mother died. Wow. 81 years old. Good for you, Hyastar. Karunta, the herbalist, has died. Unfortunate. I believe he was one of my generals. Alrighty, the tutoring went really well with my heir here, and he gained wisdom. That's fantastic. However, it's not the only thing we want to do. Many people don't know this, but you can actually come in here and tutor again. So I'm going to do that again and go with the same individual, tutor you. I can appoint a chancellor, and I definitely want to. I will go with Oligarch Taruhepa. Seems to be the best option here. gives me civics and gold. So I will choose you. You get to be the Chancellor. Chancellor has a couple of missions, family gifts, right? I can send them on in order to improve relations with my families. And I do want to send her on one of those, but I don't have the orders quite yet. I want to make sure that I finish off these characters first. Okay. I gained a level, which is good. I need to start working on walls here. So we'll do walls. Take this warrior. We'll heal. We will take this worker. It's not the worker. Hello? Please give me the worker. Thank you. We will take this worker. And we are going to need to work mines pretty big time here, I believe. Now, of course, these will be quarries over here, but my quarry income at the moment is fine. I don't want to prioritize those quite yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a mine here. Gives me a little bit of space. And then over here, I'll take the -6. Can I heal with you? I can't. And then I could move here, take the -7, move here. You got the kill. Perfect. We've dealt with that, and now we can move these warriors back home to deal. Can I can't. Somehow this thing has 3 range, and I don't have 3 range. I can move here and do -10, but I probably will take a bunch of damage. I think that they won't be able to do enough to me to really matter all that much. And if they do, they're not going to be able to kill me. And if they come close, then I can retreat back into the garrison and I can heal up next turn. These two are good. I don't need to heal on you. But can I promote? No, I can't. Have you already attacked? It doesn't say that you've attacked, but I'm guessing that you have, and that we're just waiting on an event for you that happened. Alrighty, I do have citizens that I can spend, but I have nowhere to spend them on. So we are going to run, let's see. Let's run a quick festival. Quick festival. And then after that festival, we will get a specialist. And this event. I can spend civics, which would be fine, and gain a bunch of culture. Gain happiness. I can gain free theology, which is veneration. Not good. I want to get mythology. I think that I'm going to take the happiness. Ooh, the culture's good too. Yeah, let's go with culture. Nope, I'm going to keep slavery for now. Unfortunately, it's what I need to do. And we are set. I should, if I have the orders, technically tutor my second in line, but it's not something that I can do. The Danes converted to Judaism, and my sister-in-law converted to Judaism. Tough, Heckler, Swift. Let's see. Tough as a general is good. Same with Swift. Yeah, I'm going to give her strength, right? We're having her study tactics, so we want her to be a general. So I think this is a good opportunity for her. We are running out of food. It is quite bad. We have this raid coming in here that we are going to need to deal with. We can take this kill here, which we will do. Alrighty. I'm going to move you here and attack. We need to start getting damage down. I need you to come back in this direction, you to come back in this direction. You, since you have the most HP, will hold. I need another farm over here. You got a free promotion. Let's see. I think focus is probably the right one out of all these. And I'm going to heal you. You're set. And then next turn, we'll start our offensive up here. You're set for now. We are going to... There's no generals available. So we'll just go ahead and we'll sleep there. Make sure he doesn't move. What other units we got? We have the slinger here. I can move the slinger here and take a shot at someone. The problem is that if I were to do so, just for example, if I were to do so, you do 6 HP, 3 HP. Why does this one do so much? It's wild. Six, 3. I'm taking 10 for 4, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do that. So I'm just gonna keep him there for now, and then we'll move forward on this one, and we'll put priority on this unit here because it apparently is doing a crap load of damage, and I don't know why. We need to take this worker and figure out what we are doing in this city here, and I believe that it would work best for us if we got food, which is way up here. Can I force march this? I can. Okay. I can't. So I'm not going to do that, but I am going to get this pasture online because this pasture is going to give me a bunch of food, and I really, really need food. I'm starting to get to a point where I am going to run negative. You are going to sleep. I'm just going to have you sit there, right? Your sole purpose is to provide a little bit of combat score to the city, but also happiness, right? If you take a look at the discontent level, it's going down because there is a defending family unit. Happiness is going up because of that, right? Which is its sole purpose. It's the same thing over here as well. Okay, we are good to go. Next turn, we'll start our offensive up here. We'll see what ends up happening. Only 3 HP is good. 2, that's good. 4, not as good. We still have this raid coming up. Alrighty, we got Swift, which is great. Cool, gain courage on my slinger here. A free chariot. Yeah, let's do that. Get some more units. You're gonna start building this pasture. Get us some food. We've almost solved the food issue, at least to not go negative. Alrighty, I need to come in here because these are ranged. So I'll attack. And then let's get a farmer specialist. No, farmer specialist at the moment. Actually, it would be good to get one. Let's do it. How much do you do? 4. You only do 2, so I'm good for one more turn to smack here. So I will. And then you'll walk over here. You'll walk over here. I'm gonna stand on this hill here, still inside my territory, so I'll get a bonus. I'm gonna take a look at these laws, and I need vassalage, which is what I like. Yeah, vassalage. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll pass that law. That's gonna open up strongholds for us, so we'll probably end up needing to get a stronghold down here after we get our garrison. That's gonna help us build better units, and we only have 2 orders here that we can deal with, or that we can utilize. I'm gonna utilize it on... So you're already building. Yeah. Granary gets me growth, but it doesn't give me things that I need. I think here we should go with a garrison. So we'll go right here. We'll purchase an order. And we'll build that garrison up. No, do not be cruel. Do not. Warlike, warlike. Ah, darn it. Okay, well, he doesn't get to become a governor. So he will study commerce. Hopefully he gets something that doesn't allow him to be a governor. Only 3 HP there. 6 HP is expected. All right, oligarch died. New oligarch. She loses her charisma. All right, we got more discipline from the tutoring, which is great. Yep, he served us well. Okay, guys, I've made this mistake so many times, and this is the first time that I'm not going to make it. So this unit here, this one, had a general on it. And if I were to choose a new general, I would completely use up all of the actions here. I don't want to do that. I want to first move, heal, and then on the new event, I can choose a new general and basically get a free action here. This is my only idle candidate. There's some benefits here. Oh, I don't get a free one. I can choose next turn who's going to be the general of that. I apologize. I thought that I might have been able to. And then I'm going to move this warrior down. Knock you out. This warrior will only come here and heal. Alrighty, I'm going to take another shot here. Another shot here. This settler needs to come this direction. Farmer, get us more food. We solved the food problem with the I don't know exactly what would be considered what helped us solve that problem. I don't know what completed for us. Okay, I'm going to move this warrior into the trees to block against these ranged and attack. Then into the scrub, which does help me with range, just not as much. I'm going to buy an order and attack. Ooh, it was also a critical hit, which is great for me. We almost have this trapper done, which is going to... This trapper here, which is going to give us the salt. Or expand us to the salt. We know that we want more stone. More stone is always good. So we're going to do that. Look at the border pop that happens here, guys. Goodness. Watch this. Wow. That is a lot of tiles to get. There we go. We'll do it. Okay. We don't have any other orders that we can use for our worker here, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. We are going to mine this entire mountain to the ground. Oof. Okay, the slinger's taking a lot of hits. Good news is we have a bunch of defensive bonuses here. 5 units is pretty tough to deal with. It's unfortunate. Bunch of conversions. People died. Okay. We are going to go for... Ooh, spearmen are good. Lumber mills are good. Archers are good. I think we're going to go for spearmen. We will choose a new chancellor. It will be our merchant here. She's our best option. We are going to take the city here. we will go with the riders, so they're not as upset with us. We're going to immediately start on a worker. Okay. This is a lot of units that we have to deal with here. I think our warrior can live if we take you here, we move you back, we heal you, we take you, we get the kill here. Then I believe, let's see, -2, -4, -1, -6. It's gonna hurt, guys. There's no question about that. It will hurt, and it will hurt a lot. I am going to get another slinger going. Or maybe we do a warrior. Let's do a warrior. Let's get another warrior going in this city here. Here's our free chariot. We are going to move our free chariot up here. That's really going to help us out with the fighting. Alrighty, I'm going to... I'm going to move you here. I'm not going to build that shrine. I'm actually going to build a granary here. It's going to boost the production of those farms. You're going to take a shot here. And I don't have any orders to do much other than heal here. I do need to choose production. Tough choice here. I think we go with a slinger. Slinger really is our only option there. We don't have any citizens that we can use. We have a bunch of specialists that have already been used, but we don't have one that we can get at the moment. Okay, we have a couple of options here. We can have the King Alexander become endeared with us, but the Queen of Egypt becomes disappointed with us, and she's already not very happy. Or we could do the opposite. Or we could gain a bunch or a little bit of experience and not upset anybody. I'm going to do that. Love that third option. Actually, instead of this slinger, I don't think that we really need... Oh, goodness. I got to do this. I got to buy here, kill, take care of that raid so I don't die. And then instead of this slinger, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get working on a settler. And then the settler is going to come down here and settle down here. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. I appreciate everybody taking the time to come in and watch this. This series has been my most popular series of the two that I've done so far, so I really am very, very grateful for you guys making that a real possibility. You can watch the warrior here come very, very close to death, but that's okay because we got the chariot just below that is going to wreak some havoc for us. So that'll be great. Next time, guys, we will clear out that Numidian site. We'll continue to develop our land. We hopefully will be done with a large portion of that military expansion that's costing a bunch of orders, so we'll be able to really develop the cities and take off. So until next time, everyone, thank you so much, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.